Layers are how a drawing stays organized. In this video, I'll walk you through how layers work in Rayon, what they control, how to set them up, how to nest them, and how to use them to build a drawing that can be managed by anyone who opens the file. If you don't know me, my name is Thomas Rowntree, I'm an architect, and this is Rayon Design. Every drawing element in Rayon, geometry, blocks, text, annotations can sit on a layer. Okay, so layers can be found and managed in the top left-hand corner here. So when you select the layers tab on the left-hand side, you will have also your model and paper canvases. So this is really important to differentiate where your drawing space is compared to where you might produce your presentations. So we're gonna first operate in the model canvas. Now below your canvases, you have your layers. Now you can see here we have different elements of our drawing separated by layer. Annotations, dimensions, blocks, external walls, construction plans, and we also got a few other elements here that are hidden, as you can see. And alongside your layers, you have three options. You can hide that layer, you can lock it, or you can set active. So we're gonna show you how you can turn these layers on and off. So simply click the visibility button on or off, and you can see here the layer will just switch on or off. You can lock your layer, so this will lock all of the components on that layer in place. And locking the layer is useful because when you are trying to either, let's say, select a certain component in your drawing, or you're trying to trace or draw over the top of certain elements, sometimes it's quite nice just to have those elements locked so you can't touch or manipulate or edit those in any way. And the final button of those three is the active layer. This is purely to select the layer that you want to make active when you're drawing. And you'll see here when you start drawing any elements, when you head to the top right hand corner, you'll see the active layer defined. So when you draw the element, it will assign it to that layer. Of course, this is useful to make sure that when you're drawing from the get-go, those components are in the correct layer. The settings for a layer can be found in the top right hand corner. When you select a layer, you'll be able to see that you can change the name, you can change color, opacity, and the root of the layer. The color assignment is the color that you'll see alongside your layers tab on the left hand side. This is particularly useful for differentiating layers and managing them with different color coding. But more importantly, when you go into the wireframe appearance, you'll be able to see those elements by layer. You can change the wireframe through the preferences tab, or you can select Shift W. And you can see here when you enter your wireframe mode, you'll see the colors that have been assigned to those layers are now appearing across those components. And for example, if you change the assigned color to that layer, you'll see here that it will communicate that across the wireframe. Layers can be nested inside other layers. We can call this sublayering. It's fundamentally a kind of parent and child relationship. Now beneath your color and opacity, you have your layer root. Now this is best described as almost your sublayer. So as this external wall is the layer, you'll see here that it doesn't have a root because it is the layer. But if you select a sublayer, for example, this internal walls, you'll see here that now you'll be able to see the layer that it comes beneath. So this internal walls layer has been arranged and organized as a sublayer to that construction plan. And you could select one of your layers and change that root to a particular layer that you want it to come beneath. So for example, this external walls, we can bring it under the construction plan. Alternatively, you can select the layer and drag and organize it using your cursor. And the organization of the layers is extremely important because this will define what elements are sitting on top or beneath other elements. The layers higher up on this layer list on the left-hand side will be at the top of the drawing, and the layers at the bottom will sit beneath. So for instance, if we wanted to pull some of these elements behind, we can drag the blocks down to the bottom of our layer list, and you'll be able to see here that it sits beneath those elements. And if we pull that back into place and actually select this layer, the same principles applies with the actual individual elements on those layers. So we can organize those as we wish. For example, we have this shadow layer here, where if we wanted to bring this tree in front of that shadow layer, we can select the element, find it in our layers list, drag it above our shadows, and you'll be able to see here that it sits above the shadows. And another way of organizing that is to select the element, right click it, head down to arrange, and either bring forward that layer, or bring to front of layer, or center back, and you can organize it that way too. So there's a few ways you can structure and organize your layers. Now to create a new layer, all you have to do is select the plus button and select layer. You can search for a layer. For example, if you have a long list of layers or items you're trying to find, you can search for them manually here. And you can also collapse your layers. So for example, if you have lots of layers open and visible, you can collapse them, and you can delete unused layers too. And a few other tricks that I wanted to just quickly show you is you can right click your layer and you have a few options here. So you can select children, which will select all of the elements on that layer, which is sometimes really useful if you're trying to find particular elements or you're trying to change particular styles, for example. You can duplicate the layer, you can delete it, you can arrange it as you wish, and you can also lock it in the same way that you can click the lock toggle when you hover over the layer. Now they're the basic principles of how layering works, and that was demonstrated in the model canvas. Now I'm going to show you how you can do layering in the paper canvas. So it works in a very similar way, but you have an additional layer of detail with pages and views. And so when we head into our paper canvas, you'll see here that I have a presentation set up. This has got various images, mood boards, and viewports into our model canvas. I'm going to quickly show you how to do this and also how you can override your views to show different layers across different views. So in the same way that you created a new layer, you can click the plus button and create a new page. Now we're going to create a new page here, pull it into place, and you'll see on the right hand side, you'll be able to format that page to A3, A0, and change the orientation and customize it as you wish. And the same goes with a view. So if you click the plus button, head to view, and you can choose which canvas you want to create a viewport into, which will come in as a kind of default scale. Head to the right hand side to change that scale to, let's say, 1 to 100. We can then crop that image down just to position it centrally on the page. And what we can do here is select that view, head to override at the bottom. Now here you'll be able to see the layers associated with that view. So you can now start deciding to turn some of the layers on or off, and we can start deciding what we want to show or what we don't want to show in that particular view. In this case, we're going to show the lighting. I'm going to copy this across and just show you a few examples of how you can override those elements and, let's say, turn off annotations, dimensions, and blocks, so we kind of strip the floor plan back to the external and internal walls. And we can go through a process of choosing which layers we want to show and what we don't want to show across each drawing. And so now you'll see here, we have 4 viewports into the same model canvas, but we've override which layers are visible. And you can always click back into the view and reset that override. And pages and views will also appear on the left-hand side in your layers panel. A layer that's set up properly at the start of the project takes 2 minutes, and a drawing file without a proper layering system can become a mess. Try this for yourself using a free Rayon account linked in the description. Thank you for watching today's video. If you have any questions, please sure to let us know in the comment section or reach out to our support team. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.